Back deep, Trent Taylor. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization out of comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now it's Trubisky. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Taylor now to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. They go play action with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. But he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins 36 yards. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now Trubisky on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, More plays like that will result in giving up points.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and he's got a man complete, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. One play, 80 yards, pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
They go play action with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DJ Reader in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Trubisky will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Trubisky. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 39, Trubisky. And this one too low. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down and 2. Well, CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they win defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They'll try and run for it, and nowhere to go. Going to be stopped behind the line. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Back to Mixon on second down. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they go play action now. Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the one.
Here we go, here we go.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Mixon again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. McPherson on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. first and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as
a three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's second and 2 now from the 3. Back to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the...
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, you just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Trubisky. Here's Freiermuth again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, get in the huddle.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here we go with Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could down. This will wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So here's Trubisky and the Steelers. Down 24-14. 55 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now it's Trubisky. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky to throw. That's to Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Claypool with another catch. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still,